Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Origins. The game that talks about the creation of the Order of Assassins set in ancient Egypt. And it's a Witcher clone? Yeah, this game is weird for a Ubisoft game because of how much it strays from its roots as an open-world Ubisoft game. Not entirely, of course, but this game it had some major issues when it first released, performing on lower-end cards. It's still not good now, but it runs on older cards. And there was a whole manufactured controversy from pirates, but we'll talk about that later. For now, going to start a new game on the normal difficulty because enemies really just kind of make enemies damage sponges. So I'm gonna play the normal mode. But yeah, this game is really friggin' cool for what it does differently. And I like that it started the series becoming more of an RPG. But we've got some opening.
The Magi from Siwa. I thought Magi's were supposed to protect the Pharaoh. I am Magi to no Pharaoh. You see this? I can read my own name, Nat. We will find you. We will find you in your sleep. Sleep. I never sleep. I just wait in the shadows, and I will kill you all. Everyone who sniffed the air that day in Siwa!
Okay, so before we go into the combat tutorial, I thought I turned subtitles on. Skill lower enemies to your level. I prefer high level areas stay high level, low level areas stay low level. Da, 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 Difficulty, blood. Oh! Wow. There we go.
You killed my master and left me for dead. That was a mistake.
Your master was a murderer.
I am his sworn bodyguard. It is a question of honor.
I am the Medjay of Siwa.
Then you are a worthy opponent. You are quick, Medjay, but I am powerful.
Like I said, the combat is very Witcher. The square or X button is dodge. But yeah, this encounter is kind of your melee combat tutorial with the sword and shield. There are actually a bunch of weapon classes, too. Oops. Like, this game is such a radical shift from Syndicate, the previous game.
A broken weapon won't save you. This place will serve as one of us. Let it be you.
Let us call truce. You are not the one I've sworn to kill.
Question of honor. It is a fight to the death.
So be it.
Obviously, it's a much more casual game than Witcher 3. But the combat is not the only reason I say it's very Witcher-esque.
Anubis awaits you.
So first of all, there are loads of weapons to collect in this game. There are a bunch of unique weapons from the Ubisoft Club. I am intentionally not using any of those because I feel like that's a little cheaty. I might use the outfits, though, since those are cosmetics. Anyway, so there are trade-offs to the different weapons. So this one has a higher critical hit rate, so critical hits randomly deal extra damage. It's one of 4 possible points into that skill because this is a level 1 weapon. And the mace here gains adrenaline, which is the bar to use as super attack on killing an enemy. And oh, that's quality, not damage per hit. It does more damage on a hit. It attacks more slowly. I'm gonna stick with the sword, though. I don't think we stay here very often. Or very long. I will go into... oh, we do have some melee resistance and extra HP from this shield. I will go into crafting later. It's neat. I like it more than other Ubisoft crafting systems. Alright.
Neck. No way out.
Eventually it's gonna tell me, like, how to use the sense, because it's the tutorial. Oh yeah, you can smash stuff. Oh,
No
it's
footholds
up.
here. I need to find a way into another room.
So instead of Eagle Vision, you actually have a Pulse ability that will highlight things of interest. Like...
The scarabs must be coming from somewhere.
Secret passage is... It's a secret passage. I do like that this game just naturally teaches you how to maneuver and fight. Like, it's not... The combat has story significance, as does this particular
This must have been built centuries upon
exploration
centuries ago.
bit. You will find just loot caches of gold, materials, weapons, arrows. There are going to be a ton of like little caches that are like 3 coins here, 5 coins there. But each area does have major caches that are like 100 coins or a decent quality weapon.
Ha! Up there. Light.
Let's see. Oh. I was really excited to see the route this game went with at E3, and I'm even more excited that it stuck with that route.
This wall. Soldiers. Of course. Get him! Die! Epsifa! Watch out!
Fire! Is that you? It is an ambush!
You can see that I do have a health bar at the bottom there.
You are supposed to be dead. And you will be. We'll make sure of that.
Under the adrenaline bar. A scepter, which is another heavy blunt melee weapon.
I see you have made new friends.
They were setting up an ambush. It's a good thing I came to welcome you, huh? Ah! It's been months. Look at that beard, huh?
It's been nearly a year, my friend.
Feels good to get out and fight. I am out of practice. In Siwa, everyone defers to the soldiers on pain of death, or worse.
I've killed one of the masked ones. The Heron.
4 more. Come. It has been a long road. You need rest?
No. No rest. Not until all the masked one's guts lie baking in the sand.
Gods, I have missed you. Where is your mouth?
Ah. There you are, boy.
Let us go, Senny.
How have you been holding up since I left?
It has been difficult, Bayek. Without you, the villagers look to me to keep order. But the soldiers have set up a garrison, and they rule over all.
A garrison in Siwa.
Ptolemy wants the entire region kept on the hill. I do my best to keep the villagers out of trouble. I could use your help.
I'll do what I can. But do not forget, I have my own justice to pursue.
I knew I could count on you, Senny.
Like I said, this game takes a lot of cues from The Witcher 3, and I really like it. Like, you don't have a mini-map, you have the compass.
What happened here?
The garrison soldiers are brutal. If they suspect a villager is lying to them, they burn his neighborhood. And worse.
This is still the tutorial segment, which is why it's being very hand-holdy, but, like, you can just go off into the desert and find, like, loot caches and stuff. Enemy soldier camps.
Welcome home, Bayek. Siwa has missed you.
Like, you can see on the map, there's going to be a point of interest over here in the lake. We do have a quest list, so we have the main story quests, side quests for more experience, money, and equipment. Events, I think these are community events for like fighting super bosses over and over to get unique items. The targets tag talks about these masked ones whose name was mentioned at the tragedy in Siwa. But we don't have much context for them yet, and it's nice that they don't spoil things there. We also picked up a bow, but we do need to actually level up. Here's the skill tree, by the way. Again, a massive step up from Syndicate in scale. So you have your Hunter, Seer, and Warrior trees. Warrior improves your melee combat. So, you know, life regen, a parry, extra melee weapon slots, a charged heavy attack, basic attacks in the air, and then eventually you can just dump into extra damage. And then you have the Seer, which is, I guess you would call it utility. So extra money from selling things, killing enemies with tool items, gets XP, stores sell better stuff. You can berserk enemies like the berserk darts in Black Flag, and eventually bump up tool damage. And the Hunter is all about your stealth and ranged abilities.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's a lot of skill stuff.
Oh, all you have. Your farms, your goods, your children.
But yeah, this is just... this game looks amazing. I know it's the hip thing to hate Ubisoft, but I just can't do it.
Move! Now! Right position, Gareth.
The villagers are drained of life.
No one in the Wild could make a move without being questioned, threatened, taxed, or beaten. We all have learned to obey and keep our heads down. You see how it is.
Let's not attract attention.
Are you going to go to your house?
Nothing there for me. Tell me about the Ibis.
Medunamu.
Is he here?
He is the plague on the Oasis.
Behold what
As you
becomes
can
of
see,
those
the
who
soldiers
disobey
have become
Medunamu.
more brutal since he arrived. Before they got drunk and fought with the villagers. Quiet! Let us move!
Whoa. All the more reason to kill him.
Do not take him. Home. Leave your mount. He will not stray far. Go ahead, Oni. Rest, my friend. It has been a difficult day.
I have no interest in rest. I must prepare for this man.
Hetzeva! Hetzeva! Once again, the soldiers! Bayek!
Rabia! My Rabia!
I have worried about you.
You know me, eh? You should be worried.
Look at you. Cuts, contusions.
I'm fine.
Sit. 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 I'll take care of it.
You haven't changed.
You and I've always patched you two up. Made excuses to your parents. Times have changed, but you, I can count on.
slumbering, Osiris? I thought you would never wake up.
Rabia patched me up, and I just...
I let you sleep. You need to be alert to tangle with Medunamun. In fact, my friend,
A new bow?
see if you like it. Best bow to hit is right in the head.
Archery is
One of the dummies is sturdier than the other.
what you'd expect.
More arrows in the rack over there.
Pretty basic, but it's satisfying. And of course, there are multiple forms of bow, which we'll get into.
Hepzibah!
What is it?
Soldiers are coming for you!
Go. Come, quickly.
Make certain no one gets out of the house alive. Hepzibah! We're just here to talk! Nomarch Rujek's been killed. Your friend, the Medjay, may have been involved. Come out, if you wish to clear his name. Prepare an ambush.
Neck! They will find my letters and burn down my place. I will be executed.
Don't worry. I will take care of this.
Watch out!
What's that? Who's there?
Keep low. He is getting too close. Hey!
Obviously, you can't stealth kill just every enemy in the game instantly, but you do get a nice sneak crit bonus.
Do not leave the bodies out in the open.
At the ready, Alpha.
He's going to be surprised. They will not see him here.
Stay low.
Let's see. So yeah, tougher enemies you can do takedowns on, but it won't be an instant kill.
Anyone covering to the north?
But because this is the stealth tutorial, they're being nice and making you deal really with weaker foes. Let's
Stay
see.
awake, Alpha. No getting jumped.
I don't think we have... Oh, we do have aerial takedowns. Nice.
Hey, wait!
Time is up!
I do like how they give you a good enough sort of playground
Hey, wait.
to test these new stealth and combat mechanics in. Alright, so let's take a look. So we have a hunting bow, which has a faster charge speed. A Toxotai bow, which has a significantly higher rate of fire and can hold up to 15 arrows. Oh wait, no, that's just the quiver, never mind. And we have a bow that is just slightly higher damage, significantly higher damage even than the hunting bow, but again, rate of fire. Funny that someone would name their light bow after Pharaoh Ramses the Great. Scythians carry this kind of bow along with a whip and a small sword. Let's see. This is... I'm gonna try this bow. So this one is about just letting loose a bunch of arrows. Let's see. There are still arrows here, so I want to quickly show. Yeah. So it's a good, like, mid-combat bow, but not a great sniping bow.
That does it.
Thank you, Bayek. I told you these Nekatiadids do not care.
I cannot believe their gall.
It is sad. Come upstairs. I will show you all the Magi duties of Siwa. All the problems of Siwa are here. I try to help everyone, but it is more than I can do.
So you are telling me you do not have the powers of a god?
But the real problem is that man you want to kill. Majunimon. The people were hopeful when he first arrived. Surely, things would improve. We soon learned the truth, actually.
I fear for the safety of your family, priest. I will move them to a more secure area.
That is the man you're up against.
I will find him and kill him.
Majunimon is a lot more powerful than he looks, and he is surrounded by the finest soldiers.
I do not care.
You'll be killed. You need to get tougher if you want to murder that spindly shit. For sure, you'll need better armor.
I can make that myself.
Weapons are more difficult. The soldiers took everything in the village.
I will talk to the blacksmith.
Yes, Benipe can certainly make something for you. Or Senu can help you find what you need.
Senu? Senu is alive.
Look who is coming.
Senu, old girl. In fine form.
Rabia has nursed her to health.
I must thank her.
People are desperate for your help, Bayek. They'll help you if you help them.
I understand.
And that gives us enough experience for our first skill point. Yeah, leveling up also just bumps up damage and health. Yay. But, so, using viewpoints along with opening up the map increases Senu's perception range, which Senu is kind of your scouting tool to tag enemies. We'll get into that soon. I'm going to take Arrow Retriever as my first skill because I love archery in this game. I haven't made it very far, but what I've played, archery is amazing. And we've got a bunch of quests we can do. We have access to the Healer, Striking the Anvil, Hideaway, and the Informant Table quest over here. Oh, it really wants me to pop open the quest log and track something. So we have two quests, the False Oracle and Gear Up. Gear Up is our intended current quest. So this one is very, you could say freeform. You can just get leather and do this one. So Senu, like I said, is your scouting tool. You can use him or her to track materials or targets or something. So, looks like that source of hide is gonna be the closest. As you can see, there are multiple tiers of hides, but unlike other Ubisoft games, thank God, it's just tiers. It's not like, oh, you need 5 gazelle pelts and a wolf tail fur to make a wallet upgrade. You know, like in Far Cry.
I should bring Senu up there.
Smaller locations will contain objectives. So here, home has a single major treasure cache. if I hit that, it's going to locate treasure caches in general. Oh, can I not go into the home yet? Oh, that's annoying because there's stuff in there. Oh wait, yes I can. I forgot I can break things. So we can get some minor materials out of small loot caches, but if you have to hold the button, it's going to be a major loot cache. In this case, it's special because it comes with a Khopesh. Or Khopesh? Khopesh? It also has story significance in this case.
Papa, you found it. Can I have it back?
We obtained a sickle sword. Oh, I thought it was a Khopesh. And Kimu's toy, and a quest item, and completing a area's objective will, of course, grant you a chunk of experience. They want to make sure that most of your experience comes from exploration, of course. Doesn't look like there's any other minor loot. Let's see here. Sana Khopesh. Oh, the sickle sword is just the weapon class. It requires level 3, technical and deadly. This sword was used by Bayek's father to save a caravan lost in the desert. It applies a bleeding on hit tier 2, which is of course a damage over time. Bronze bludgeon is just a better mace, so I'm going to go ahead and dismantle the mace, and I will get some cedar wood, a crafting material. I'm gonna hold on to the Pharaoh's Mace. I like to have at least one okay weapon of each type, just in case I find an encounter where something else might be handy. Let's see. Okay, flamingos are not material sources. Fleeing. Drinking. Wandering. There we go. But yeah. I prefer the crafting system in this game. I appreciate it in Far Cry, but I prefer it here. So what am I looking at exactly? You can see the controls for Sinu in the bottom left. Looks like 2 gazelles. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm losing my train of thought easily today, I guess. Let's see. Thunk. And missed. Oh well. 3 soft leather from 1. And different enemies have different trophies, which you will be able to sell, of course. Honestly, it's right there, so I might as well... Ooh. Tent might have some money in it or something. But yeah, I might as well go ahead and pick up the pelt over there just because it's there and it's going to be money and also a material I'm going to need eventually. What exactly am I looking at as my target? It's like a... Can't actually tell from here. Feline of some kind. Oh, I should probably... But... In my defense, I couldn't really see the hide pattern from where I was. There we go. And leopard fur, which I believe is just another trophy item, right? So you can see the different tiers of materials here. There are also different forms of arrows, so you know, my hunter bow arrows are separate from my light bow arrows. The Medjay are the ancient protectors of Egypt and its pharaohs, an elite warrior unit formed during the Old Kingdom. They're emblematic of true duty, honor, and ferocity. Their badge, the Eyes of Horus, belongs to those tasked with the protection of the pharaoh's people. As they were also the most trusted guards of the pharaoh, the Medjay are the ultimate protector of both the gods and the people. Kimu's toy, a figurine of Horus. Bayek carved this for Kimu for his 6th birthday. Yeah, we have a leopard fur and a set of gazelle hooves. You know it's trading in the market, but you have absolutely no idea why. Nice. It's a Ubisoft game. The descriptions of things are going to be funny. Let's see. One more thing of gazelle. Oh, just one more gazelle should do it. Plus it'll net me another 5 gold. Boop. 1 XP. Oh, and I actually got a trophy off of that one. Huh. Really? There we go. Can I nail 2? Please just work. Thank you.
This will be enough. Thanks to Neith, goddess of hunting.
So yeah, crafting system super simple in this game. Once you have enough materials to upgrade one of your equipment slots, just hold A, boom, you get your stat bonus. So here you can see I need 2 different kinds of hides. To increase melee damage, I need a bunch of wood, which is primarily gotten by breaking down equipment. Alright.
This will work perfectly.
500 XP. And we got a synchro point. I should have done the one at our home, too. Yes, game, I know how to find quests. I have other priorities, though. If you're new to the channel, I like to do as many things as possible before progressing the main quest, or as at least as reasonable. Let me... Come on, Sino. I specifically want to unmark. There we go. Just because that's what I find satisfying. Restricted area. Got a new light bow. A little more money. It's Assassin's Creed. There are going to be synchronization points.
The stone circle. I brought Khemu here not so long ago.
Let's see here. If I look here, there is a goal to kill the captain of the camp and to loot a treasure. There's the captain, who is a level 3 foe. A lot of enemies in this camp. Well, relative to what we've seen before. Which, admittedly, is minimal.
Got you!
Combat isn't hard in this game, but it's a lot more engaging than in previous games. Of course, when I say that, Syndicate is the exception, because holy crap, Syndicate is awesome. Alright, so for my purposes, I'm actually going to stick with the hunting bow while clearing out the camp, just because I like the bonus damage from clearing things. So, let's drop you in here. Oh, wow. It's where the treasure is, too. A bag of blacksmithing tools. We're gonna need that eventually anyway. I forgot it was here. No?
Hey.
Bad? Of course, it is Assassin's Creed, so some of the controls are going to be spotty.
Starting a blaze!
Let's see. Well, so much for the takedown.
Target well in range. I have a shot. Target well in
Okay.
range.
You weren't as tough to take down as I was fearing.
You're going to pay.
Location is complete, but that doesn't mean that enemies are going to just go away. It's still an enemy encampment. I just killed a captain.
Help! Come to me!
And remember, we are still very early game, so we are still very weak. Alright. Let's run the other way. Where is the Brazil? Oh, it's up there. Alright, let's fix this little brazier problem we have.
Got you. Stop that.
God, that was smooth. Can I put the brazier out? Oh.
What? Got you. There you are.
Jeez. For as smooth as that first thing was,
Over here.
this is a pretty rough spot.
Damn it. Hey,
I think I need to be in stealth to put out the brazier. And by stealth, I mean a state of non-detection, not like actively sneaking.
There you are.
Goodbye.
Who shot that? Hey, hold on. No way you can run to. Alpha, mine.
We've got a heavy here, but honestly, not gonna be a problem. I know that looked like it hit me, but it really didn't. Oh, we got a halberd, it looks like. I guess I just can't put out the fire. Okay. Sharp cut. Adrenaline on damage taken. Weighty head of this weapon will help you cleave through your enemies. I'm gonna put on this Kapesh, though. And this significantly better shield. We also have a skill point to expend. And yeah, I'm gonna go for the second bow. I am going to go for regen and eventually the second melee weapon slot. Like, I'm just gonna go straight up to weapon bearer. I just wanted to have access to a second bow slot. I guess I go... I'm gonna dismantle these. Throw on that. So yeah, this means that I don't have to go into the menu and not be in combat to swap to, you know, the bow that is more usable when I'm in combat. Alright. I have the Synchro Point and the Blacksmith Quest, which is going to be significantly easier to actually...
Ptolemy, he has brought great sorrow to us all.
Statue of King Ptolemy
The
is
statue
destroyed.
has been destroyed, but not the men behind it.
It's Assassin's Creed. There are going to be a bunch of collectibles like that. So we have the blacksmith here. But I do want to get the Synchro Point. No, I wanted to... Oh well. I expect the control mishaps. There we go. Synchronize. Alright, let's do the blacksmith thing, just because we've basically already done it.
What happened to your blacksmith shop?
Those naked-yaded soldiers. Ptolemy's captain saw me making a sword and accused me of being a rebel.
He was not wrong.
They confiscated my tools.
Ah, bastards. All of Siwa needs a blacksmith. Even me.
I cannot help you, Bayek. Not until I get my hammer and tongs back. And I have to get that ugly-ass Apap captain off my ass.
Is this captain with the tools somewhere I can find him?
At the foot of the hills west of here. Camp Shetje.
Camp Shetje? I think I have already solved your problem, Benny.
Oh wow, the dialogue actually takes it into account. That's awesome.
Here are your tools. That captain won't ever come back here.
At last, I can reopen my shop. Many thanks.
My pleasure.
I found these weapons I had hidden from the soldiers. Please, choose one for yourself. Go ahead, choose one. They're all of equal value.
Let's see here. We have
That bow
a light
uses
bow.
Special twine. It does not strike deep, but you can shoot very quickly. It is not
Mace.
large, but that mace can crack a skull with the best of them. That spear,
Ooh.
sharp and long. You can keep back and still hurt your enemies.
Yeah, let's take the spear.
My friend.
Come by my shop anytime, Bayek. Good to see you.
So we can refill our arrows if need be. Sell items, but I mean, I'd rather break them down into material, even if it is a good chunk of money from them. Let's see here, the Fan X. Yeah, the rarity determines how many modifiers are on it. Wow, there is still a Brazier enemy over there.
Be careful, Bayek. See what's not like it was.
Thanks, Maru.
Great God, Amun. It is our own Bayek.
We have a tailor who I think sells like hides? Or the weaver? Oh no, they just sell the cosmetics. Okay. Huh.
Your farm, your goods, your children. You owe your very lives to His Highness, Ptolemy, the benefactor, ruler of the two lands. This way. Too close.
I just getting tired of hearing them talk so arrogantly. I'm not even sure there was a specific reason to do that. I just found it annoying. Alright, I think I'm gonna end things off here, though. And next time on Let's Play Assassin's Creed Origins... we have actually a couple of things we can do. A bunch of locations, 4 side quests. Yeah, we've got lots of stuff we can start doing. In case you're wondering what the whole world map is like, that is the distance from home to the watchtower. this game is kind of big. But yeah, next time, we're going to be taking the Informant Table quest and possibly even doing the Hideaway quest, as well as, of course, a couple of locations. See you guys then.